And it's so funny that we get angry because, or we get uncomfortable because priests tell us that we're supposed to be in love with the infinite good and not the finite good. We're like, no, we'd prefer the finite good, which will pass, which will come to an end, which isn't even all that fulfilling anyway, to attaching ourselves to this infinite good called God, which has literally no end, which satisfies all desires. I mean, there's nothing greater than this goodness of God. And for instance, the sales is like, listen, I mean, you've worked in the world. Now I need to remind you that the world is not everything, and that the life you lived in this world, you've lived in service of the God who now wants to take you directly into contact with him for all eternity, right? So you would be foolish if, on the contrary, you said, I'm not interested in that, or I don't want to think about that. Because the fact is, unless you're taken suddenly, you're given time by God to adjust for this reality. And François Sales paints a beautiful image of this. He says, trees which the wind tears up are not proper to transplant because they leave their roots in the earth. But he who would carry trees into another soil must skillfully disengage, little by little, all the roots one after the other. And since from this miserable land we are to be transplanted into that of the living, we must withdraw and disengage our affections, one after another, from this world. I do not say that we must roughly break all the ties we have formed. It would perhaps require immense efforts for that, but we must unsew and untie them. I think it's such a beautifully gentle image of something that happens anyway to us. If we allow the truth of God's love to take a hold of us, little by little we agree to let go of lesser things. This is just a part and parcel of our entire Catholic spirituality, everybody. This is what the monks have done before us, what nuns do every single day, and we don't give them enough credit. When they renounce the things of this world, dress in black, right? We call them penguins because they're black and white is their traditional garb. But why are they wearing black? And why are they wearing white? They're wearing black for the death of themselves, and they're wearing white for the joys that are to come in heaven.